Well, g'day and welcome back to the channel. For those of you who joined us last time, we just headed off really early this morning from Cania Gorge. We decided to get on the road early and get the caves done on the way up to Rockhampton as early as possible. And we only had a couple of little stops along the way here just to check out the sunrise and a quick little stop at Mount Morgan as well, just to take a look at the place. But now we're headed on up to Rockhampton to Capricorn Caves. So let's get four wheels on the road and check it out. I've got to say, having never been to Rockhampton before and finally getting to check it out now, I really like the place. As you'll see here, we've only got a few photos, but I really like the place. The botanical gardens here that we checked out this morning, and there's a heap of beautiful churches in Rockhampton as well. Some great old buildings, really well looked after place, and a place that I really enjoyed, and I think I'd definitely like to go and visit in the future. Alright, well that's going to wrap up a beautiful morning for us here in Rockhampton City. We've had a great time here. Checked out the park right here on the beautiful Fitzroy River, which was just fantastic. And we also headed off and had a nice early lunch at the Criterion Hotel, which had some fantastic food. Alright, well I think it's time we head on up to the caves now, and we've got to make our way up to our accommodation now that it's ready. And we're going to take a bit of a look at the accommodation later on as well, just so you've got an idea of what the accommodation looks like there, both in the cabin that we're staying and also in the camping area that's available on site at Capricorn Caves. But right now we're going to go and take a look at the caves themselves. Let's go take a look. There's a pretty big space around the office here, and if you were interested, there's a large space for large groups as well. So if you wanted to, for some reason, come up and host an event here, you can do so. There's a pretty extensive gift shop here as well that had just been updated when we actually came in. So there's a ton of things you can take a look at to buy there as well, which is pretty cool. All right, so now that we've had a bit of a look around the gift shop, we're going to go and take a look at the caves. Let's go check them out. Just a quick note here, actually, you'll have to excuse the shaky camera throughout this entire series, and especially in the caves here. What I've tried to do is take my video camera in and film with it, as well as my partner filming with the GoPro. But unfortunately, due to the fact that the cave walks are only really short, I wasn't able to take a tripod in with me. So some of the footage is a little bit shaky, so apologies for that. One of the great things about this walk is that what you do is go in and pay for the walk itself, and then you're met out the front by someone who will direct you through on the walk. And what they do throughout the entire walk is tell you about the caves themselves, how they were formed, how long they've been here for, about some of the plants and animals in the area as well, and also about some of the formations that are in the caves as well. They give you a little bit of a run through on what stalactites and stalagmites are. So it's overall very informative and quite a welcome addition to the walk itself. We've just come now to a section in the walk where there's a really wide opening, and we're getting a little bit of an explanation as to how all of the different sections within this part here actually formed. It's really great actually that I brought the drone with me, because when I got a bird's eye view of the exterior here, it really gave me a better understanding of how all of the formations actually look, and I could better understand what was going on when we were looking at it from down below. Alright, well that's enough for me for a minute. Let's get into the rest of the walk and have a look at the cathedral. Unfortunately, the footage we got from the caves just does not do them justice at all. The tour through the caves here was worth every cent, and definitely something that we really enjoyed. And a definite highlight for me was checking out the Cathedral, which was the entire reason that we wanted to actually come up here and check this place out. There are other tours that are available and a whole host of different tours that are available. You can actually get your hands dirty and climb through some lower sections of the caves and come out at the top. So there's plenty on offer in terms of different tours that you can do through the place. But it was definitely really cool to come and check this section of the caves out. The tour itself actually goes through a whole host of different sections in the cave. You end up in the cathedral, but also in a host of other sections, including an open part of the cave that we took a look at with the drone earlier on. It's been really cool to check out all the different parts of the cave here, but it's time for us now to wrap up our tour and head on back to our accommodation and get some rest for the afternoon and make some plans for what we're going to do over the next few days. The accommodation here was definitely worthwhile as well. We decided at the last minute that we were actually going to book a cabin for our accommodation for the night rather than staying in the rooftop tent. However, as you can see here, the shared facilities for camping on site are actually really well featured, and there's plenty on offer here for you if you wanted to check into those. The shared facilities and bathrooms on site here are not too bad. They're a little bit old, but they're quite clean and quite well organised. So we're going to take a look at the cabins now and see what they've got on offer for us. And as you can see from the interior of the cabins here, they are definitely worth your while to check out. They're really well set out and really well featured, as you can see. One of the other really good things about the cabins themselves as well is that they are a fair distance from each other as well. So you can't actually hear any of the other people in other cabins that are close by because they're around about 10 to 20 metres away. So that made for a really quiet stay and something that we were really after by this stage of our journey. Alright, well that's going to wrap things up for us today. We're going to head on into Rockhampton in the morning again and check out a few things along the way there and then make our way down south. We're probably going to check into a bed and breakfast at a place called Ammermoor, which is on the way to Kenilworth. And then I think what we might do is take a bit of a look around the area in Kenilworth and check out some of the creeks in Imbil State Forest and take a bit of a look through there as well. We may even spend a night in the forest down there also. Alright, well once again, thanks for watching and we'll see you next time we get 4 wheels on the road.